What is going on, my friends? This is Dave Sharpe. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary. We've got a great guest all the way. Okay, this is an exciting conversation for me. We're going to talk about YouTube. We're going to talk about SEO. This guy's from Ireland. What else do I need to say? Okay, to get you to lean in and listen. Come on, all the way. I believe he's still living in Ireland. We'll find out. Welcome to the show, Barry Masterson.
Hey Dave, how's it going? Hello everyone.
Good, my friend. Was I right? Are you still in Ireland?
Still in Ireland, yeah. Middle of Ireland.
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting. So how many internet marketers do you think are from or even currently still living in Ireland?
Not many. I used to think I was the biggest one, and then I found another guy recently, and I'm not happy about that. But there's a few, but not
used
many.
to think you were the biggest one. That's funny. That's funny.
2,000 followers on YouTube.
Yeah. No, that's hilarious. My wife's father was from Ireland, so yeah. So okay, well, so I've known you, known of you just from being in our community here for seems like a couple of years now, and seen your review videos and various videos that you've posted, and you've always given good feedback and even offered to give some coaching to me and some suggestions about our YouTube channel, which I meant to get back on you about, but it got away from me, and I thought, hey, let's get the guy on Wake Up Legendary. So here we are, and maybe I can get some suggestions from you about our YouTube channel, which I'm excited about. I'm always open for feedback, always open to learn something new. But let's start with you and how you got started online, what eventually led you to Legendary. Tell us the nutshell version of Barry Masterson's journey.
Okay, well, it's going to sound like I'm going to drag this out, but it's going to be quick. So, born a baby, all the way. Right. Raised by my mom, lovely person, great childhood, but my mom was mentally ill. She had schizophrenia, wasn't treated great. Grew up very unconfident as a child. Did terrible in school. Worked on buildings for 5 years, much like yourself. And then I kind of got an urge to go to college. So went to college, paid for myself a lot through that. Did 6 years in college, and got out of there. Got an office job, and now I'm back in college again as a data analyst. But a kind of funny thing happened during that time. When I finished college, got into a job in an office, I was actually getting paid less than I got paid before I went to college. And I was just really down the dumps as well. I didn't like the job was okay, but I just wasn't kind of doing anything exciting in my life. So I decided what I needed to do was start a business or try something. So I started looking for every type of business I could find, e-commerce, drop shipping, all that sort of stuff. And then I found you guys in Legendary Marketer, worked every penny I ever spent just for, you teach lots of great stuff, but just for the 4 business models, affiliate marketing, events, coaching, and digital products. And because a lot of times I think we start businesses and people just fall into a business and they don't think of the bigger picture of how they're going to make money out of it. So that was such a help. And that led me on to YouTube. And now I still work full time, but I actually enjoy my job now because I think I'm just doing something creative and enjoying life. And also YouTube it's growing. I'm monetized now, and I'm making a decent living. And I can see how it could become huge for me, So that's my story.
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. So did you do various businesses or try various things before affiliate marketing and your introduction to Legendary and so forth that you had tried, didn't see success at, or was it you kind of found affiliate marketing Legendary? Maybe you covered that, and I didn't hear it, but what was your experience with various different models online before affiliate marketing?
Is my accent, can you understand me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I might have to slow down. But so in college, I did make CVs, which I shouldn't have been doing, or curriculum vitae or resumes for people. So I set that up as a kind of business on the side sort of thing. But no, when I started into setting up an online business, I did just a lot of research, and I kind of thought about a lot of things, but it didn't make much sense until affiliate marketing came up, and that made a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was reading some of the information that you put into our questionnaire, and I was just kind of, and I've known this about you just from your content, your feedback, your post, and so forth, that you're really, you want to be aligned with things, do things, promote things, be involved with things that align with your values, that you think are actually giving value to the marketplace, and not just, trying to do a quick cash grab and then disappear and then launch something new and so forth. And can you talk about that? I mean, just your perspective of that, not in terms of Legendary. Sure, you can talk about how that applies to Legendary from your perspective if you want. But I think so many people come into our community anyways, and they're so used to the biz op. Give me my link. This is the only thing I'm promoting. I'm going to promote it like an MLM. And it's sort of this. Not only is it, and I'm not here to judge anybody's ethics or values, right? Because we're all, I think we've all sort of evolved and we mature as we get older. But that sort of like having a lack of integrity or tarnishing your reputation, or being only about doing quick cash grabs and not caring about the value that you deliver to people, is not just maybe a lack of ethics or integrity, but it's also it's not very effective. You're not going to make money long term. You're not going to build a real business that people trust you. You might have a couple of lucky wins, and it's one of the things that we try to practice here. We're always evolving. I think our integrity is unquestioned. The way in which we deliver education and the quality of we're always trying to get better, and we're always trying to evolve that. But our intention is to deliver value and to do business within our values. And I just noticed that about you. I wonder if you could speak on that. Whatever comes up with you for that question.
I think and not that I hate, because again, exactly what you said is that people have to start somewhere, and sometimes you just need to sell something and find what works for you. But something that I always hate is that when I'm messaging someone on Facebook and they're just talking about Legendary Marketer, and they're like, how much money can I make with that? And you're like, it's training, and people don't want to hear that. To me, Legendary Marketers, and obviously this is the way it is to you, Legendary Marketers affiliate program is completely separate to their training, to your training, and people a lot of times don't seem to realize that. And I hate that. I don't want people, I never want to be selling people an affiliate program, or I never want to be selling them a way to make money. Just what I want to do is sell people training. And I'm going off the mark a little bit with that, but
no, you're not. You're fine.
Yeah. Just I just don't like that whole thing of people coming in and trying to resell what they've sold. I don't like them when you talk about integrity. I tried because again, with Facebook ads, you have to try and just sell something. So I did try the whole selling weight loss supplements thing, and I did actually profitably do that. And then I got an ad account shut down. But then I was so happy I got that account shut down, because I was like, well, the reason that I started doing any of this was to just to be happier, to try out new things. And I don't know, I don't be selling, not that I have a problem with anyone else selling weight loss pills or anything, and they sell like crazy, but I don't want to be doing that, So
does male enhancement pills. I mean, there's a lot of products out there, particularly in the supplement niche, that probably don't deliver even remotely close to what they say they
create a worse world. They're making people unhappy. I know a little bit of marketing is to make people a little bit unhappy, just so they'll buy something. You have to kind of, have to poke them a little bit, but making people just feel miserable every time they go on Facebook and they see you're ugly, or something. I don't want to do that,
Well, I wanted to point out something that you said that's really, a really sort of advanced and also enlightened and just kind of clear and experienced outlook on our company and affiliate marketing in general. We happen to teach affiliate marketing here. It's one of the core 4 business models that we teach, the ways of selling information. And it's so key because it's a key way for people to get into the information marketing world, the industry, right? Because you're probably at the very beginning not ready to sell your own course or even paid webinar or coaching program or event, but you could sell somebody else's piece of information. And one of the reasons why we don't include the affiliate membership, which is completely separate from our training, completely separate from our products, we don't include, oh yeah, you can, automatically turn around and become an affiliate on the front end, as you buy, say, for example, our challenge. And the other reason why we don't mention being an affiliate for Legendary even throughout the challenge or anywhere in our introductory challenge or content is because we really want all of everybody here. When I say you guys, I'm talking mainly to the people here who are listening and who are going to hear this. We want you guys to understand that there's something that's so much bigger when you develop a transferable skill, which is what I call this. I haven't come up with a better name. Transferable skill means that, sure, if you're passionate about Legendary and you consciously make a decision that you want to go into the make money online space, and you want to go and you want to talk about how to make money online strategies and provide education and entertainment, I call it edutainment out there on the marketplace, then sure, Legendary can be an option. Legendary can be your first offer. If you're going to be an affiliate, it can be an offer in your follow-up sequence. But it doesn't have to be. That's not what we're doing, is trying to just sell a challenge that's chocked full of awesome training and then blueprints so you guys can automatically just become affiliates of Legendary and turn around and resell the thing that you just bought to everybody else. If you want to make a conscious decision to do that, great. But understand that the skill sets that you can develop here, understanding how to launch an ad, launch a YouTube channel, write persuasive copy, that is a transferable skill that you can use in any niche. And there's tens of thousands of products out there that you can promote as an affiliate. And quite frankly, what you promote is actually a lot less important than how you promote, because it's, I've said this to so many people, and I'm really starting to get more vocal about it, Barry, is that, if you guys are going out on YouTube, say you are an affiliate of Legendary, let's just say for hypothetical purposes, and you're out there saying, oh, I promote Legendary Marketer and Legendary Marketer is great and 15-day challenge. I've said this so many times, that is all you're doing is just being a radio commercial for them to just go into their Google browser and look it up on their own, right? Instead, what we have to do as affiliates is we have to learn how to provide edutainment, education, and entertainment that makes us the valuable resource, us the person that no matter what we're promoting on our bridge page, they're willing to take our recommendation for that because of the generic. And when I say generic, I mean non-company or product specific content that we talk about and teach and share on our YouTube, TikTok, Facebook is valuable no matter what the product is. Now, sure, the product should be it should be congruent. It should be on the same topic as the content that we're talking about, unless you have a little really clever way to, transition and say, we've got one affiliate who does health products on his YouTube channel and says, hey, would you like to, or is your financial situation keeping you from being healthy? Unless you're really clever about transitioning, you want your content to match your offer. But that is a big deal right now. And I'm seeing that we need to teach a lot more affiliates a lot more clearly about how to properly promote, that you shouldn't promote it like a biz op. You should never be an affiliate and promote like it's a network marketing company. Like, you don't go and get a wrap on your car and drive around and hope that somebody's going to call you. You just look like a moron when you do that, and you waste your entire privacy in your car and all that. So anyways, I feel that you and I are on the same page with that. Any other thoughts that you want to add to that before we move on?
Well, it's something that I love, that because when I joined Legendary Marketer, I was so clueless about affiliate marketing. At that point, you were more network marketing style, and
yes,
I really admire a few things. I heard you say one time yourself that that in hindsight, as you've matured, you would have done things differently. And I think like you probably, I don't know, but I'd say you probably, as money went, you probably didn't go the easy route. You took the route of education, and a lot of your competitors probably, that are here today, gone tomorrow, sort of things. They probably did go and take the easy route of just go find this, flip it. And I think I evolved with you guys at the same time, because when I started off, I was like, everyone starts off that way because you don't know what to sell sometimes. So you just say, I bought this thing, here, you should buy it as well. And then you're on to the next person, you should buy it as well. And then I hate that I did. I don't hate that I did it. I had to do something, but I took down a lot of the videos where I did that, and the odd ones on TikTok that got like 500,000 views, so it's still there. But yeah,
right. Hard to take those down.
Yeah.
I mean, and guys, we're not saying you can't be an affiliate for Legendary if you're passionate about the product. We're just understand that what you're learning here is a transferable skill, and it's about evolving. We as a company have evolved. I've evolved. We've brought in great people like Matt Hetzel, our CMO, who have added additional value and perspective and have had unique and different experiences in other places. And when we put our heads together and we say, how do we really make sure that we have a long-term brand, that we really can stay relevant, that we can be successful, that we can help people for a long time, that we don't have regulatory issues and so forth. That's when we start to really think about compliance. And you mentioned in your questionnaire, we are updating the blueprints. I'm going to be updating all of the blueprints. And one of the things that I sort of pride myself on is updating training, and just it'd be like a software update. People don't have to pay for it again. So I'm going to be updating those blueprints. It's actually, the affiliate blueprint is done. We're going to be releasing that here in the next couple of weeks. And I think you personally, I'm excited to hear your personal feedback about it, because I really think that what is in that curriculum it's not that it's never been taught. It's never been taught the way that I teach it. And it's me in the entire course. I've spent the last 3 months literally from my garage when my son was born. My son just turned 3 months yesterday. From my garage when my son was born, which was the end of November, I spent that entire month, January and the entire month of February, working on this update. And and I don't say that to give myself a pat on the back, because we're not going to launch it and reset. It's just everybody who's already bought it. It's not like this thing that I'm trying to promote so everybody buys it again. You've already bought it if you own it, and you'll get it for free. But the reason why I say it is because I think the first of all, I'm trying to be what I teach, right? Eat my own cooking, deliver value. But I think that just like Tesla, just like Apple, just like all these companies that are the most valued companies in the world, the value of your product is what keeps you around for a really long time. And I want our training to be top of world class. That's a word that I always use on our team calls and stuff, is world class customer support, world class experiences, world class sales experiences, world class marketing, world class product experience. So anyways, that is coming. So those of you who have the blueprints, that will be an update that'll be happening in the next couple of weeks. Just got to tweak a couple of design things, and it's going. There's some fun analogies, and then we have another surprise that's coming. I can't leak that right now, but it's something that I think is going to add an incredible amount of value. And I'll give you a little hint. Those clients here will not have to go outside of our ecosystem for anything. They will not have to go outside of our ecosystem for anything. So you can figure out what you want to figure out from that. You'll see it here in the next month or so. We're not going to make a big deal about it, because I believe that, it's just we're gonna release all these things and just to add value, not to make a big splash in the marketplace, just to add value to our existing community and those who will be coming in the near future. So anyways, some exciting stuff, and I'm looking for your personal feedback from some of these things, Barry, because you've got a unique way of seeing things. So, hey, want to talk about YouTube for a few minutes?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to get some perspective. I want to get some coaching from you. Okay. And what I want to do is I want to explain briefly kind of my intention for this content. And then I'd like to know your perspective about how we can make it better. But first, or we can do it after, the things that you would think would be useful and powerful about YouTube. Do you think we should just go into my segment of me trying to get some feedback from you, or do you think there's something valuable that we should talk about first?
Well, firstly, I write stuff on Facebook and in groups at times. Like, I shouldn't be giving you any advice. I have 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, but probably I have a perspective anyway. But
no, it's not about that. It's not about that. It's about, I'm open for feedback and coaching from anybody who I feel has a unique perspective. I mean, if I'm not going to ask everybody for this, but I think that you have some unique perspective about search engine optimization. And I remember your specific feedback. You said, why don't you title your videos differently so you can potentially get them ranked on the search engines? And so, my immediate thought when you said that, and Barry left this in a comment one time in a Facebook group. He said, hey, look, you guys could be getting a lot more views in your it'd be interesting if I could even find the comment. He said, but you could be getting a lot more views on your videos if you titled them differently. If you let me just see if I can find the exact piece of. But if you remember the comment that you made,
no, it was exactly that. I was just saying that your content, I think this show's brilliant and it's great content. But the names you give it, they're copywriting names. They're sort of names that would make someone click on something, but they're not the sort of ones that show that YouTube knows where to put your videos. Yeah.
So here it is. So it was actually in December of 2020. You said, Dave and Legendary Team, I've got a question about your YouTube channel. I think you guys are putting out some of the most valuable content possible on your channel, and I think it deserves to be seen by way more people. And you've obviously got a big, huge organic reach with your channel. So I'm forever wondering why you name your videos the way you do. They have great copywriting titles that will work well with a large channel with a huge subscriber base. But with a smaller channel like yours, this isn't going to get the views. If you guys did some keyword research and put up the videos with a searchable video title, I think they'd get way more traffic. I could see your channel growing to 100K subs fast if your videos were searchable. That's just my opinion. I'd love to hear your thoughts because maybe I'm missing something that I could apply to my own channel. And I just want to just as a side note say to you guys, do you notice how really like direct but also humble that feedback is? I think there's a lot to learn from people when we watch them in the groups about how to give feedback, but also how to not be so arrogant with our feedback that we think that we know the whole picture, because as Barry said, maybe he's missing something that he could apply to his own channel. So let's try to learn from each other. But I first want to drill down on what you meant, just for my understanding and also for everybody else's understanding, what you mean by this. If you did some keyword research and put up videos with a searchable video title, I think they'd get way more traffic. So what do you mean by that specifically?
Well, because people are typing into YouTube and Google, they're looking for answers generally. So if they were to watch this video, the name I suggested is Irish Lad Throws Shit at Wall. So people aren't going to be searching. Hopefully people aren't searching for that on YouTube. But
if they are, they're probably not looking for marketing information.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but people might be searching for how how do small YouTubers grow their channel or something like that. And they specifically type that into YouTube. So if this video was titled that way, it could pop up. And because it's getting organic views, it's going to just start ranking higher than if I was to put that video out. And
yeah. So you think that for purposes of us doing this show on Facebook, those sort of copywriting titles are okay because people are really just scrolling their timeline, and when they see a sort of curiosity-driven headline, that's Facebook is, they're going to click it, and Facebook is not a search engine. Where YouTube is a search engine, and people mainly find content on YouTube based on what they search into this search bar up here. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I want to tell you our strategy and perspective, just so you kind of understand the full kind of the full layout of what we're doing. What we do is we stream on YouTube on Facebook 5 days a week. We obviously upload the video on YouTube. We then strip the audio and we put it into a podcast. And then what we also do is we take the episodes that have something that we can turn into an article, and we turn those into an article and we post them on our blog. Okay. So those are the ways that we're repurposing. And then of course we email out weekly the replays or what happened that week. So there's a bit of repurposing that's going on with the content. But I think that because the blog content is found through Google, which is a search engine, and because the video content is found through YouTube, which is a search engine, that would be where this tweaking the headlines and so forth would apply. Do you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And in your tags and your description as well. Yeah. Just to make them searchable. So, yeah.
So for example, this one right here, let's look at an actual example. This one was with, Alexis Arbiso. Hopefully I pronounced that right. But single mom for 19 years refuses to stay down. So what you're saying is nobody's going to search that title.
No. And now if you had a YouTube channel with 1 million subscribers, that's going to pop up and it's going to be the same as Facebook. People for curiosity, they're going to click on it, but you're not going to just get organic traffic or start ranking your videos. But if that said, how to make money on TikTok as a single mother, something like that, that would probably work.
Yeah. So how to make money on TikTok so basically just make money TikTok, inserting those type of keywords into the video is going to help out with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
As well as adding the tags. So obviously we have good show all about TikTok. Hilarious. Yeah. TikTok's hot right now, bruh. So these, I believe, are the tags. So
those tags are okay, but there's other ones. I know you don't want to go into it now, but when you go to edit your video or upload, you can upload tag. There's a tag section. Yeah. And you can put your tags in there. So yeah, it'd be down the page a bit.
Let's see if we have
down a bit more. You see where it says show more?
Okay.
Yeah, you see, I can see your tags with TubeBuddy, and they're not very specific to the search either. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The tag should be all about what the video is about or what people will be searching for. So I put in how to make money on TikTok or how to market on TikTok or yeah.
So we are doing that over on our blog. So on our blog, we're taking the videos and let me try to find. So for example, let's look at this one. Okay. So let's find her video over on YouTube and let's see how we change that up, because I think we're sort of in line with what you're seeing in terms of tweaking those headlines, but it's just we're not doing it on YouTube. Okay. It's a different team within the company that's working. So we need to just have that spill over onto our YouTube channel. I'm just trying to find her video real quick because I want.
I think I see. There it is. Yeah.
There it is. Yeah. So full-time CNA has a booming side hustle. Okay, so you can see how in this one, how full-time CNA grew 15,600 followers on TikTok, right? A lot more specific, right? And then of course, and then the video, we rewrite the article and repurpose it here with a blog. Now, by the way, guys, I just wanted to throw this out. Just this is not a show for affiliates, but since we were talking about being an affiliate for Legendary on the show, these are all affiliate trackable sites links. So as all you would do was $AID equals, and then whatever your affiliate ID is, and all of these pages are affiliate trackable. So just throwing that out there as well in case there are any affiliates.
Great for emails.
Yeah. Great for emails, right? Yeah. Great for emails. You don't have to write any of your own like content blog post. So we're starting to do a bit more of this, but we need to optimize our YouTube channel. It basically,
it feels like a waste. Yeah, it feels like a waste to have great content, and you have so many uses for it, and you're pulling it off Facebook, and it does feel a bit like a waste to me. But,
yeah. Well, part of the intention was for me to really get clear about who are we creating content for, and who the main audience that we're creating content for is our community. So that was sort of our strategy and our thinking at the beginning of really ramping up this wake up show and so forth, which I took over in the beginning of 2020 when the pandemic hit, because I wanted to just be more public and give people more of a, just a feeling of that, we're here, we're not going anywhere. Online marketing, it's a great opportunity, through this pandemic. If you're not, if you got laid off or if you're in lockdown or whatever. Yeah. And so it was just kind of about, let's create awesome content, and then just the optimization. And then it was kind of like, well, let's just repost these over on YouTube, right? And little by little, it's like, the thumbnails have gotten better in terms of our the thumbnails. I don't know if Matt's still on or not, but I think Jalen's doing those thumbnails. Isn't he, Matt, if you're on?
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay, well, cool. So what other suggestions would you have? Anything else about growing a YouTube channel? Let's talk about growing a YouTube channel here for the remainder of the time, Barry.
Okay. Well, the reason that I suggested the title Irish Lad Throw Shit at Wall isn't, I know it just sounded funny, to be honest, but it's a true point, is that sometimes I think with YouTube, I think that I've completely changed strategy recently now, in that so you can see I'm doing Excel videos lately, and the reason, and they're all screen capture videos now. And the reason that I started doing these type of videos is that I was doing these videos where you sit in front of the camera and, I say like, hey guys, and give people like a big delivery and try and get the lighting right and stuff. And the videos were taking me, like they could take maybe 20 hours to edit. And what I realized is that I need to find a way to put out a lot of content very fast. So I started doing some of these Excel videos just to see. It's a tough niche to get into, but I'm just firing these videos out now and seeing, the thing with YouTube is that a lot of times it takes about 3 months to see, does a video start ranking and will it get the views? So this could be all a waste of time in one way. But what I'm doing is, I bought a course in Udemy, and I wanted to learn a bit more about Excel for work.
Yeah.
So I'm actually learning the course and then reteaching it. I just watch a video, learn it, put it up here, teach on YouTube. So I'm getting the skill, getting the YouTube video, and now I'm going to take all these and put them into my own course and sell them on Udemy as well. So
interesting.
Kind of the same as you, repurposing content. It's
yeah, that's
but that I think people don't understand a lot of times is that like I didn't realize this till I got monetized. Like YouTube by itself could be your full-time income, easily.
Right.
For someone like me that's not doing that well or doesn't know what they're doing half the time, I'm still like getting close to hitting my work income just out of YouTube alone.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, just out of a few videos. And if you look, you see all these ones that say how to make money online from Ireland for free.
Yeah.
Make money online from Russia for free. So they're all the same video.
Oh, wow. Really?
All the same video with the intro changed slightly. And I'm targeting Canada, targeting Australia, targeting Ireland, New Zealand.
Are you able to target them when you upload it to target that specific country, or are you just trying to match when somebody clicks "make money in Ireland" with it just coming up when somebody types that into the search bar?
Yeah, it's the keyword. And then it's also a case of that even if someone in Canada just typed in how to make money online, the Canada video is more likely to pop up for them.
Right.
But the thing is, these videos took so long to rank. I have one that took a year to rank. So, some of the ones I'm putting up now, they might be they mightn't be doing so well at the moment, but in a few months, they could be doing really well.
Yeah.
It's a problem with YouTube is that a lot of the work that you put into YouTube is you put a lot of work in without knowing whether your strategy is going to be successful. But,
yeah.
That's terrible thumbnails, I know.
Huh?
Terrible thumbnails as well, I said, but I'm trying to get better at that.
Yeah, I mean, I think you make a good point, which is just, I actually think a lot of marketers are getting ruined with TikTok right now because it has such an opportunity to blow up. But this is what internet marketing has looked like for the past 10 years. It's a slow grow, but you said a second ago your YouTube income is about to match your work income. So
not true. Now I'm exaggerating to say that, but it's getting there. It's about a fifth of the way there, but it could happen. It could be the next year, it could be the next 2 years, it could be in a few months. The way these things blow up.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I misunderstood there. But yeah, okay. Well, I mean, to be able to see that happening and to have already had made money and got a fifth of the way there is still significant. It's still, I think that one of the things that I appreciate about you is that you're willing to take the long route. You're willing to see the long-term vision. And you're also you're not willing to count out small wins. I think so many people have a small win, but it's not a big win, or it doesn't happen fast enough. And they say it's not good enough, or it must not be working, or I can't be successful. And what I hear from you is, I'm a fifth of the way to matching my regular work income here. I've been at this for a while, but I can see where this is going, and I can see where this can match and even surpass my regular work income within a couple to few months, a year plus. I think that's a very valuable mindset, and I think it'd be worth you sharing, just saying a little bit more about your positive perspective, particularly with what you shared at the beginning of the show, which was you had a tough childhood. You very easily could have grown up and had nothing but pessimistic, glass half empty, the world is shit, the world sucks attitude. And maybe you've had to overcome some of that. I'm not sure. But you sure do seem to have a positive outlook for your entrepreneurial ventures here. And I'm wondering how you developed and how you keep that attitude.
Yeah, well, it's a realistic outlook because, you see guys like Jacob Karras or Jonathan Montoya, and like you see them come in, you're just like, hi, and then they're gone miles ahead of you in there. But that's not the way it is for most people. Like most businesses take 2, 3, 4 years before they're profitable. Like like local businesses take out huge loans for years and they're not profitable. So for me to have a YouTube channel that I'm like, I don't have to get a loan. I don't need to get venture capital. I've got something that's producing predictable income for next month and for the rest of the year. So if I want to run Facebook ads now, I can just, I can burn that money on Facebook ads to learn Facebook ads without getting a loan and having a heart attack and risking all that. And it's the same with having a positive attitude. It's just, just like you said, celebrate small wins. There's no point complaining about things. Like that's all. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of comments, and by the way, I wanted to just say, as you guys are commenting, there's a group of people who are kind of targeting those of you who are on our live streams, and they're waiting for you to comment, and then they send you friend requests and messages, and then they try to sell you stuff in private message. And here's what I would offer those of you who are being preyed on like that, is to play those people like a telemarketer, right? Waste as much of their time as possible and then block them, right? Because it's a pretty sleazy way to go about marketing your business. And if you're doing it, I'm calling you out. And here's another thing that you can look forward to. Every episode, I'm going to call you out. So you can be sure that there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be wasting your time if you're preying on our people who are here trying to learn and do things the right way. But back to what you said was that was what triggered that thought. There's a lot of comments who are coming through from people saying, I appreciate the tortoise and the hare analogy. I can so much more relate to that. I can so much more appreciate that. I can so much more identify with that, because I think that we are so bombarded every day with people, whether it happened or whether they're just lying or embellishing. Okay. Embellishing, meaning you caught a fish, but it wasn't a 2-footer. It was a 1-footer, and you're saying it's a 2-footer, but it was really a 1-footer. I think that's a common marketing thing. I've done it in the past as well. I'm no saint. I'm not sitting here being a hypocrite. I have to really work hard to really be clear and specific. And that's why I even appreciate when I say, oh, you've matched your income. And you're like, no, it's a 5th. Okay, clear. I'm clear. And let's be clear. But we're so bombarded every day with people who are, looking and appearing like it's an overnight thing, or like they just came in, it was effortless, it was easy. And that's one of the reasons why I switched from Barry, like wanting to do a show or a podcast with like all these gurus, right? All these big gurus who are going to come on. And what are we going to do? Are we going to sit around and, excuse my language, but jerk each other off about how successful we are and how good? No, that's not valuable to somebody who's just getting started. What's valuable to somebody who's just getting started is having a conversation with somebody who has a YouTube channel with 2,000 subscribers who's saying, this shit's hard. It's not easy. It's going to take a long time, but I see where it's going and I'm excited. And that's, to me, I guess that's where my career, some would think, Dave, and I've even had people say this, well, why aren't you not putting my show down? I'm just, they say, well, you could be doing this or do big events or, get on stages with Tony Robbins, all this stuff. And it's like, yeah, but the people that I'm serving are mostly new internet marketers. So let's talk about stuff that new internet marketers should expect. And that doesn't mean we can't hype things up a little, get people excited a little bit, do some marketing to get people in, but we're not, we're giving them a chance to decide whether they want to spend thousands of dollars and really put some skin in the game and get serious about this as they go through our process and come on and watch a couple of shows. And every day we do our best to talk real shit, and so anyways, what comes up for you as I rant about what you brought up?
I love your rants, by the way. They're always great. But guys like Jacob, like Jacob Karras, for instance, like I've heard him talk a lot about working a 60 or whatever 80-hour week or crazy days. So a lot of people that seem like they're overnight successes, they're after whatever business they were in, they had transferable skills that they learned there, and then it seems like overnight they became super successful. But nobody, I don't think anybody suddenly becomes successful, and sometimes you can get lucky as well, but to some extent. But
I don't think luck exists in this industry as much as maybe other industries. Like an investor in you might pick a great stock if you're an investor and get lucky. Like I actually think that Warren Buffett, he even talks about this, that he's just had some good luck with picking some good companies and learned how to pick them better over time. But I think with this industry, maybe you get lucky nowadays with like maybe a TikTok video that goes viral or something. But I really think this industry, it doesn't separate the good from the bad or the talented from the untalented. I just think it separates the people who are willing to put in the work and play the long game versus the people who are just looking to get rich overnight. And it just, those people, I call it, don't leave before the miracle happens. I mean, that's kind of true with all businesses, but even the long game here is cheaper and faster than most traditional businesses. Most traditional businesses, you're going to be a lot more debt. As a matter of fact, I was looking at some of the classes because I have some friends who are taking it, believe it or not, social media classes, and getting a master's degree in social media and paying $30,000 for that. Let that sink in for a second. Like really think about that. It's like, wow. It's like, and we're talking multiple years, man. And then you get into the field and do an internship probably, and then get a job and work your way up. I mean, we're talking about, there's some other paths that are, let's call it, to be, for the sake of not embellishing, equally expensive and time consuming, or significantly more expensive and time consuming, especially when $30K is a minimum of 2 years learning with no earning, and then probably an internship and starting at an entry level position
and learning.
You're in college. Do you agree with that? Because
absolutely,
I don't have experience in.
No, absolutely, and college is good. There's a lot of good that can be learned in college, and it's great to get that piece of paper is so important. When you want to get a job. So that is, so I don't want to completely just say that college is rubbish, because I'm there right now and I spent a lot of time in it. But like a lot of times you're learning in college of someone that, especially in marketing, like if someone's running a successful business or doing a lot of marketing, they're probably not going to be teaching it in college. They're more than likely working for another company and working for the college. And then also the delivery of some of those courses is so poor. And what you learn, I mean, you can learn about keyword research every day or learn about making videos or something, but then all that theory in the world doesn't matter when you try to put up your first YouTube video and no one watches it, or you put up your first blog post and no one reads it. There's no point knowing theory. Or the same with a Facebook ad. It's great learning all the theory of Facebook ads, and then you go and put your first Facebook ad up and your account gets banned or no one buys. Theory doesn't really matter that much. These things, I think.
Yeah. No, I mean, my wife has a master's degree in psychology. I mean, she went to college. There's many people in our company who either have college degrees or spouses that have college degrees and use them and profit from them. Counseling degrees, psychology degrees, etc. It's just, as I heard Warren Buffett talking the other day, it's not an appropriate option for many people. My wife and I tend to believe about 20 to 30% of people that go to college actually could not succeed without that degree. Meaning a doctor, some sort of an attorney. You have to have that specific education, pass those specific exams, get those certifications. But most people would do better to go out into the real world at 18, begin working, let their brain develop a little bit more, and then actually get some experience in the real world doing some various different jobs, and then decide what they really want to do with a fully developed brain. Follow the research. I mean, science shows us, and I'm no scientist, we all know that, but I do know that the brain doesn't fully develop until about 25 years old for a male. So, I mean, I got into this industry at about 25. I mean, it probably took another 5 years for my brain to fully develop, but my wife might argue some days that it's not fully developed, but, think about that, right? I mean, it's like we're being forced to choose and go. I don't know how student debt works over in Ireland, but it's the only non-forgivable type of debt in America, meaning that you can't file it in a bankruptcy. You can file credit card debt, any other type of debt, but not student loan debt. It's interesting, man. I mean, here you are later on in your life, and you're making a conscious decision to go back to school for a specific reason, right? I mean, there's a big difference in that, I think. It's just my personal opinion, than, sort of, the system, high schools, basically saying, okay, you've walked out this door, but there's not a bunch of doors to choose from. There's basically just a hallway to this other door, which is the guidance counselor to university, who's going to help you pick your major and help you to apply for student loans. You know what I mean? I mean, it's I feel like it's semi-predatory. I mean, that's why
it's one of the greatest, like, if you want to call it marketing or business ideas ever. Just have
it is
people that don't know what they're doing, like basically like drunk people going in and getting just told to go into this course and paying thousands because their friends are going to it. It's crazy. It is crazy. And there's a lot of good they can learn, but it is crazy. In Ireland, it's better. College is a lot cheaper in Ireland, and they help us pay for it. But still, I still look at 6 years in college, and I came out and was getting paid less. Like, that was 6 years of my life I wasted during that time. So, yeah.
Well, Shannon says, as a retired educator, I agree. So thanks for that, Shannon. Because I'm a 9th grade dropout, there's a lot of things I have no business, really kind of being an authority on, but I damn sure have an opinion. You know what I mean? I got an opinion on everything, man. So, Barry, final thoughts over to you. I've got a call coming up in 6 minutes, so I got a jet. What would you say to somebody about our community? I'd love to just hear your perspective about, legendary marketer. What do you think? What's your experience been like in a nutshell? And then any parting words of inspiration.
So I've loved the community. People have to do what's right for them. Maybe for some people it isn't right for them. So I don't know. I'm not going to go and tell people what's right for them or what isn't. But for me, it's been great being part of it. I think you and Matt, you deliver things so well, so easily to understand, and I've enjoyed it. But I think the thing is that people have to realize that it's them and their own business. You're just a training that's letting them do what they want to do in their life, and maybe people should always know that. And it's great to use that community as a place where you meet other people who are like you, who are starting a business and want to develop their lives, and that's where your community comes in for me. Yeah.
No, it's very, very true. I mean, I don't want to be anybody's guru. Don't look at us like your savior, and don't come in here like this is the latest, greatest MLM that we're going to go out and pitch our friends and family on Facebook. We're here to learn transferable skills, and we're here to then take those skills and apply them to a niche, a target customer, build your business, your brand, and you can either promote whatever affiliate products seem appropriate for that niche, or you can then go on and create your own course, coaching program, run an event. And that's it in a nutshell. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's just, how do I get from point A to point B to point Z? And that typically is a process that takes some time. And like your title says, it is a little bit of throwing shit at the wall at first, or at spaghetti at the wall, as I say, seeing what sticks, and trying things out. And continuing to evolve and learn. I think that's another thing for us all to remember, is that, even if you came in and went through every piece of training in this entire ecosystem, here at Legendary, it's not like you'd instantly walk out of that and be an expert. You need to then apply it and then see how it makes sense as you apply it. And then you probably go back and watch something and it makes more sense because you've actually had some real world experience, sort of like reading a book for the second time. New things stand out. So I love your approach to life and business. It is very realistic. And I'm really glad we got a chance to connect. And thank you for your honesty. And I'm looking forward to hearing your feedback about coming updates. And I hope you'll come back and let's check in every couple of months here on the show.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks. Looking forward to seeing them. Thanks, Dave.
All right, Barry. See you, buddy. See you
later. Good day.
All right, my friends. Barry Masterson. Go and follow him. Go and subscribe to his YouTube channel. I'm going to pull it up here one more time. There you go. Subscribe to Barry on YouTube. What the hell? I'm gonna show it anyways. Entrepreneurial Ideas. You can find it either by searching Barry Masterson or Entrepreneurial Ideas. Go and follow him. Connect with him. I'm sure he's on Facebook as well. Add him as a part of your network. Add him as a part of your mastermind. Who knows? He may become a accountability partner, a business partner, a customer of yours, you a customer of his in the future. But either way, somebody that you want to have in your corner to get a different perspective of. And what I like about Barry is he's not going to bullshit you. He's going to shoot you straight. So guys, have a fantastic Monday. Look, you can find the audios of this on every major podcast platform. Of course, replays here on Facebook, replays on YouTube. You can text us. Let's see if we can get that text number up to get daily reminders on your phone. I get them as well on my phone every single day. You can just text WUL to that number. And last but not least, I'm just going to hammer this for the next couple of weeks. If any of you snakes are out here, preying on our people here in the comments, get ready for them to play you like a damn telemarketer. And that's exactly what I encourage each one of you to do. If somebody's preying on you here because you're commenting on our live, trying to learn and soak and grow, then play them and string them out like a telemarketer for a couple of days and then block their asses. Because you know what? We teach Facebook organic marketing here. But we don't cannibalize our own community. There's millions of people out there in the marketplace. Go out there and fish in the sea, not in our pond here. Okay. So again, if somebody's hitting you up via private messenger, string them out like a telemarketer and then block and tackle, have a little fun with them. Don't fall prey, make conscious decisions. Don't look for these people. There's always a faster, quicker, cheaper option. Trust me. But let me tell you something. People go and do that. And guess where they always end up back? They always end up back where people are talking real talk, the truth. And if that's here for you, fantastic. If that's somewhere else where you're getting that, more power to you. All right, my friends. Love, peace, and of course, be legendary. See you tomorrow.